folks, here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready, 47. Check, 47. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Saints first down.
Ready. 21. No game on this defense. No game. Hey, Delta. Here I come. Hey,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits.
Ted Ginn's going to go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Here's Ryan to throw. Caught by Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. 11. You draw Porter.
To throw is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And the Saints first down.
You're good. I'm forward, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
36. Hey, easy.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready, 5-9. Check, 11. Go. Hey, team 6. Here we go. Hey, kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. It's Hill, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Opposite. Hey, easy.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
5-8, 5-8. 45. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They'll run with a fullback line. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. And Ginn's got it. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 36 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. I'm here all day. Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Blue 80,
a fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
45.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game, wait until the 4th quarter, and maybe that. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this. And
oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because... This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Breeze now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Let him know. Check. Kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
Breeze is looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. That one good for 37 yards. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Ready? 5-9.
At the 46-yard line.
Hey, watch it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whenever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.